match. But tonight is not about Minoru Suzuki. This comes back to, again, that concept of next level. And Jaden Newman, a man who impressed PWX officials in his Pure debut, well, tonight, making his PWX debut. And this is a big way to debut. Could you, ooh.
Yeah, we don't do sportsmanship anymore.
Not in the Henry household.
Henry took his eye off his opponent. You saw Newman was quick to come in there. And I was about to say, for Jaden Newman, a victory against Anthony Henry tonight could be career-making. And you notice Henry
offered a leg.
This could be over quick.
It started.
And Henry's been on another level. No pun intended once again since departing World Wrestling Entertainment. And we talked about this before. Anthony Henry was world-class before the time at the Performance Center. Coming out even better under the tutelage of guys like the Shawn Michaels, the Steve Cleaners, and so forth. But tonight for Jaden Newman, who has 8 years in the sport, guys. So this isn't like this is a brand new wrestler. If you've never seen Jaden Newman, this is a man who's not only been around, this is his third match against Anthony Henry. And I got news for you. Anthony Henry has been victorious in those matchups. Jaden Newman, if anything, is going to have an opportunity to display, have I learned in defeat? Well, again, it's Henry at a next level. We'll see here.
You see that brace around the shoulder of Newman, and Anthony Henry is going to exploit it.
Yeah, this could be the end of this matchup already here. The beautiful submission into the pin. No. Somehow into the ropes now. Credit to Jaden Newman having enough wherewithal to have that momentary escape from Henry.
Jaden Newman has been spending most of 2021 wrestling all across the country. I've had the opportunity to call a lot of his matches over the past few months, and Jaden Newman gets better every single match.
Yeah, what's crazy is Jaden Newman, though, still pretty young as well, despite the fact that he's been in the sport 8 years. But, you know, he's only about 23, 24 years old. You see holding on to the wrist here of Henry, and you can see Anthony Henry has no problem. Not only a what a kick. When you wear a target on your arm, you're asking for it there against Anthony Henry.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. You want to protect that shoulder or that arm.
Minoru Suzuki, one of the best wrestlers in the world, and I can bring me this shit.
Good attitude here from Anthony Henry. I hope Anthony Henry's not going to think you're underestimating Jaden Newman. Oh, what a kick.
I think Anthony Henry obviously thinks that Newman's below him. Is he right?
Well, you know, it's hard as a superstar. It's tough on the ego to go from the main event 1 month to middle of the show the following month. Everybody wants to be in that top spot, and unfortunately, there's only so much room at the top.
Jaden Newman right now, guys. Looks like he's starting to come alive. Beautiful arm drag. I think Henry's perturbed. And again, within that stride.
Oh.
Drop kick well executed, the kip up as well. And
you notice that was a double impact drop kick. Caught him both feet individually. He was reeling from that first one and then caught the second foot.
He's going to fly. Nope.
You notice Henry having none of that. But Newman was able to catch himself and, in fact, caught Henry. Henry didn't expect this. It's pretty rare you see Henry taking his eye off his opponent. Since really the get-go in the matchup, there's been a couple moments where Henry's given his back. Oh, what a sweep of the leg there. It's almost disrespect, to say the least, here from Anthony Henry against his opponent, let alone that diva moment there complaining about his opponent.
It's the cameraman. Make sure you see this.
So now Henry knows production now, too, I see.
He learned a lot in Florida.
Oh, snapping.
Oh, jeez, a nice little Pele kick to boot.
We often talk about differentiators here, the combat sport of professional wrestling, and that's absolutely one of them, the fact that that's legal. You can have that mix of the ropes, you're outside of the ring like that twisting of the neck.
Anthony Henry's so inventive with how he punishes his opponents.
You know, and I can definitely understand to an extent if I'm Anthony Henry, like you were saying earlier, Brett. You're in the main event, biggest match in the company. Oh, hold on, pin. And you have a certain expectation for where do you go next, but think about this again from Jaden Newman's perspective. if he can not only weather the storm of Anthony Henry, but defeat Anthony Henry, what does that do for the career of Jaden Newman here in
Newman
PWX?
has got a different trajectory right now. As a man starting off the PWX, he's starting at the bottom, working his way up.
God, the arms here being tied up, and
Oh, that just doesn't look healthy.
body
at all.
doesn't turn like that.
Oh, and a vicious knee to the side of the face.
And you got to give it to Newman that he didn't submit in that moment, but Henry just stomping right there on the ankle. And now with that boot on the throat as well.
And you had said, Brett, Anthony Henry is not in the main event tonight. However, that does not take away from the star power that is Anthony Henry. He is a main event performer. He has been a main event performer for PWX for the last several years.
And that slap right there,
He's
taking
out.
down Newman. And indeed, Anthony Henry has held gold throughout the sport of professional wrestling. He became one of the top names on the independents before being snatched up.
Count him out.
Come on, Newman. Hey, let's go. Answer.
Count it.
Come on. Answer. 1.
And you can literally see here, Anthony Henry is directing the official. Count him out. I don't think this guy can get to his feet. I think he's knocked out.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's very rare to see a individual 10 count like that. Usually we see it when both superstars are down.
Continue.
That's the senior referee, or one of the senior referees, Chris Wiggins, knowing that Jaden Newman was in bad sorts.
Protect yourself.
Oh, kick again here.
All right.
Let's go.
And this is the thing. Anthony Henry,
Answer the 10 count. Let's go.
a mix of a chip on his shoulder. I made the point that Henry, perhaps, of course, disappointed who's kidding who, but, you know, came out proud of the matchup against Minoru Suzuki. And you got to wonder, though, in this moment, it's a smaller building, it's a smaller crowd. Is Henry just feeling disappointed, just feeling like I'm not being challenged? And it's on Jaden Newman now to challenge Anthony Henry.
Newman's fighting back, the shots to the midsection. But Henry with that equalizer, that knee.
And I have seen many of Jaden Newman's matches this year. Never quite seeing him up against the caliber of an athlete.
Pinfall. Hope. So indeed, small package not able to keep down Henry, but that's what it's all about. The 3 count rolling in. Henry so quick into the submission, but an escape from Jaden Newman. Forearm from Henry connects, though.
Tornado DDT by Anthony Henry.
Going to try to get Newman out. Pinfall.
Kick out. Submission applied by Henry.
Oh!
And I meant Henry, by the way, in that statement. Could have been it for Newman. Do not even for a moment count Anthony Henry out. You see Henry so quick now.
Come on, what do
And
you say?
he's cutting off the circulation, the breathing. Jaden Newman, that forearm across the mouth, across the nose.
It's a well-executed crossface as well.
Newman's turning red, turning purple.
No!
I mean, this is the fight of Newman's life right now.
I'm saying I've seen Jaden Newman in a lot of matches this year, but none of them were against the caliber of an athlete that Anthony Henry is.
Henry finally breaking the hold, but again, every time you think Anthony Henry is turning things up in this matchup, then he kind of steps back a little bit and does this.
You want the smoke? Get up.
Now Henry's encouraging Newman to get up. It's like, you want this, you want to keep going.
Newman has not given up.
One solitary kick.
Well
Took Newman
placed.
down.
Well placed as well. And then you got to look again at the arm of Newman, the shoulder. And
Newman's
stepping
asking
back up.
for it.
Come on, Aiden!
Hell of a kick again, but look at Newman
Down, Jaden.
trying to will his body to force himself back to his feet, and Newman does.
Certain masochism you need to be a professional wrestler.
Right here.
You know, really, in some ways, there's some shades here of Suzuki versus Henry from the perspective of showing I can take it, I can handle it. But is this a smart move by Newman?
But you'll notice Newman is getting up faster and faster after each of these kicks.
They're jump starting his heart.
And the forearm, indeed, at least for a moment, slowing down Henry, but Henry just showing more frustration than anything else. Right now, Newman coming back to life.
Here we go.
Block, caught the elbow.
Got all of that.
As well as the back fist, and Newman firing up, and Henry gets right out of the way. As does Newman. And this becomes a question, can Newman catch Henry? Can Newman speed up and be able to go at that dashing speed of a Henry?
That's a clothesline. German suplex by Newman.
Newman showing signs of life. He ain't dead yet.
And you see even Henry getting outside of the ring, having to egress a little bit. First time in this matchup you've seen Henry actually on the defensive, looking to take a breather, and here comes Jaden Newman.
Wow!
Beautiful moonsault over the top rope and to the floor.
That is some #1 Ichiban stuff right there.
Don't forget El Numero.
El Numero Uno.
Yeah, 3 different languages.
Oh,
Meteora! Guys, could this be it? Pinfall! No! Could you imagine if Jaden Newman had just defeated Anthony Henry?
I've seen Meteoras take out a lot of other amazing athletes. Anthony Henry is just a step above everybody else.
And you saw the look of concern on Amber Young.
Trying for I think he's got the arms straight jacketed.
Henry, pure strength on display, muscling up his opponent, and Henry as well. Double stop.
To the throat, the chest, the chin, wherever that landed, it was with full force.
Henry could be going for the frog splash. Almost went for another stomp, but Newman out of the way.
And you notice Henry was smart enough to roll through, and
Cradle!
Whoa!
could this be?
No.
No, 2 count only.
Inventive cradle.
That's the kind of offense you need if you're Jaden Newman.
I think that cradle may have caught the referee by surprise.
These kicks now to the chest here. But Henry, so quick, not only back to his feet, into the sleeper, and placed in the center of the ring.
Spins him around, back in.
Oh,
Guys, what is it going to take for Jaden Newman to be able to stop Anthony Henry? Is it even possible?
I think Anthony Henry is at the top of his game right now. Jaden Newman is just standing in the way.
Oh, with the Dragon Sleeper.
Oh,
Is
almost
Henry?
got
They got him.
The winner of the match as a result of a submission, Anthony Henry.